right, so we got some breaking news from the Philadelphia 76ers for like the 6th time this season. This time regarding Joel Embiid and, of course, his health status. This breaking news is going to be good news for some, bad news for some, but I think it's what everybody has been expecting to happen for the past month or so. But it's just what this season has been, injury after injury, what's been going on, who's been getting injured here, there, whatever. But we're going to talk about what it means for the Philadelphia 76ers going forward. And I know I've been saying like going forward a lot because that's all this season has been, is just like looking toward the future. But we're going to talk about what this injury means for the Philadelphia 76ers for the rest of the season and moving forward, and especially for Joel Embiid's career. So without further ado, here's the intro. What's going on, Cliffhangers? We are back with another video. We are still on the road to 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. So make sure you hit that like button, you're hitting that subscribe button down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Hitting that like button lets the YouTube algorithm know and the YouTube bot that you like this content, you want to see more, and it pushes it out to more people. So please do that for me. Also, get me to 100 likes on this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so like I said, got breaking news from the Philadelphia 76ers. Charania reported on it. The 76ers and Joel Embiid are consulting doctors and considering alternative options on his injured knee, sources tell ESPN. Sides have hoped for progress in Embiid's body, but his efforts to play and current treatments, including injections, have not provided any improvement. So right there, something that we all thought, just because you could see how Joel Embiid has been playing since he's been back, the Sixers have not looked good. He has not looked good, but since he has come back, you could very well see that he has not pretty much been able to move at all. He's struggling with like starting and stopping. He can't really elevate. He's moving really slow. And you might think about it like, all right, well, Joel Embiid usually does move slow. He doesn't have the best movement in these later stages of his career, but he hasn't looked like this. Like, he's looked very bad, to the point where the Celtics were even targeting him on defense when they played in that game earlier last week, I believe, and the Celtics blew the Sixers out by like 20 or 30. But he has looked bad. Now, the good news is this probably is going to lead to the Sixers shutting him down for the remainder of the season. The bad news is there's no guarantee that whatever happens with Joel Embiid will fix his knee. The thing is, a lot of people were expecting, and even when Joel Embiid had come out and they had that report on ESPN when they were playing the Bucks about how Joel Embiid said he thinks he's going to need another surgery on his knee. Well, come to find out that surgery is only an option for Joel Embiid and his knee. It's not the best option, and that's where the problem comes in, because even if he does go get the surgery, so from what I've been reading from like Kyle Neubeck, Kyle Neubeck, and other Sixers beat reporters like John Clark, like the surgery is an option. It's a risky option, right? It's no guarantee that it's going to fix his knee. It's one of the riskier options that the Sixers would have to take, as opposed to what they have been doing, as Charania stated, is like getting him knee injections. What was really supposed to happen, and what the doctors had told the Sixers, was his knee was essentially supposed to like build up a callus, or it was supposed to get normal for his knee to react to the way, like his new normal for his knee, the way it reacts to his body, right? And that's what was supposed to be happening. He was just supposed to basically build up his knee for what the new normal is for him. But apparently there's been setbacks. It's not been healing the correct way. It's not getting used to what Joel Embiid has to do on the basketball court to be a high-level professional athlete. And the fear is that he'll never get back to that dominant MVP level self that he was even just last season, not even the season that he won the MVP, even last season, and how dominant he was before he went down. So that's going to be the main issue with Joel Embiid, is that the surgery that we all thought that he needed is not a guarantee, and it is one of the riskier options, and it won't exactly fix his knee. Like, we'll never know. And even a new report had come out today saying that a possible surgery that he does get could sideline him for an entire calendar year, not just the basketball season, but an entire calendar year. So we could possibly not be seeing Joel Embiid play basketball again until he's 32, 33 years old. And as we all know, he did get that contract extension along with Paul George, but the first time that we could be seeing the big three play a full season fully healthy together could be in 2 years, which is going to be insane because they're all going to be older. Paul George, you already know that he has been out with his mini injury. He currently is going through the pinky thing right now. So that's a scary thought, right? But I think the best option right now for the Sixers is to shut Joel Embiid down, really dive into the doctors and get their opinions on what is the best option moving forward for Joel Embiid. And I'm hearing that Joel Embiid is pushing for the surgery to happen. Yes, it is risky, but he just wants to get back to his regular self because he wants to feel dominant again. Like, he doesn't want to feel like he's aging or his body is failing him, which it pretty much is right now. But he just wants to get back to being dominant again. And I think he's willing to do whatever he can to get that feeling back, right? You also shut down Paul George. He's been going through a bunch of nagging injuries this season, and he has not played up to the contract. I think we can all admit that. Oftentimes, it looks like he doesn't even care out there, and I don't know if it's a locker room thing. I don't know if it's a head coach thing, but like, you just got to sit him down because it's starting to look like he's just come to Philadelphia for the money, and he's just mailing it in. Make up some injury for Tyrese Maxey. Sit, tank. They currently have the 5th best odds to win the lottery right now. Oh, wait, no, the 5th best odds. No, I'm tripping. They are in 5th place to keep their pick, right? So they, as we all know, if it drops out of the top 6, it goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are currently in the 5th spot, and they have a 64% chance of keeping their pick. So I think they're in a good prime position to finally just shut everybody down. If they get like top 5, I believe like it's just gonna be just the percentages wise, they're just not gonna lose that pick, right? And I think with this very strong draft class of the talent that's coming in that is essentially supposed to change the league, that everybody is talking about, with Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, players like that, you're fine with getting anything in that top 6. I think you're fine with, and you can say, hey, let's build around Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, and whatever new rookie that we're going to get in. And I do think that if the Sixers are able to keep that top 6 pick, they are going to begin starting to shop Paul George and Joel Embiid, because now you have a pretty young nucleus that can be led by Tyrese Maxey, and you never know what that draft pick is going to yield you. It could be a future superstar. You don't know. But I think that you move there, the Sixers are going to move in that direction. And honestly, if Joel Embiid can't get healthy, I would not be surprised if he chooses the retirement route, right? Like, he's already shown that he really does want to be a dad. Like, he loves being a dad. He wants to be a family man. Everything he does is for Arthur. So I just don't see, like, you see a lot of players, you hear him like, hey, I want to be able to play with my kids. Now Joel is only 30 years old, but you never know what could happen with this injury. Like, I wouldn't put it past him to just hang it up. Like, he's had an amazing career. He's won an MVP. He has a bunch of All-NBAs, a bunch of All-Stars. Like, he's going to go into the Hall of Fame. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he retired. But, like, I think this is what we really just have to start thinking about as Sixers fans. And I've said it before, a life without Joel Embiid, because it's really looking like Joel Embiid might have played his last game in a Sixers uniform, depending on how the rest of this season turns out. And if the Sixers finally go all in on the tank, which I think they should. And I think a lot of people think they should, because it makes the most sense. What are you playing for right now? You're 2 games back of the play-in spot behind the Raptors. You're in a perfect spot to tank and have a great chance of keeping your pick. I even go on NBA Draft Simulator, do little spins. The Sixers haven't lost their pick once. So, hey, do with that information what you will. But I think the writing is on the wall. The Joel Embiid era is over. I think they are going to move on from him, or he is going to have to sit out a year if he does get that knee surgery. It's really a shame, because he's a great talent, but like, everything changes, right? It's a new era. Philly has to figure something out. They have a young talent, Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain. They can get a young talent with his draft pick, and you start from there. I don't know, man, but let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Should Joel Embiid get this surgery? Should the team shut him down for the remainder of the season? Do you want the Sixers to get that top 6 pick? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll holla at y'all.